Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hi guys, this is Jeff from TradeWinds. I'm going to be doing your video walkthrough. I'm just going to make a couple suggestions before I get started with it. With this being used, I would definitely highly recommend extended warranty. Probably be a really smart idea. With as good as condition as this is on the outside, maybe possibly thinking about a paint protection, which will protect it from fading, all your decals from peeling. If anything of that happens, and it just gets replaced. I think it's a few dollars per month added onto your financing. So it's something to think about. With that being said, I can get started. It looks like you do have two 30-pound propane tanks. Those are completely filled up for you. Your regulator is it right there. You will manually have to switch it over to the other side if you want to draw off the other tank. Brand new 24 interstate battery. If you're not using the trailer for any period of time, I would definitely recommend disconnecting that. Just save the power to it, because you do have a carbon monoxide detector inside that runs strictly off of 12 volts, so it will drain pretty fast. You have your stabilizer jacks. Those are just for stabilizing, not for leveling. I'd recommend leveling in the front right here. You might have to back on some blocks of the tires. Once you're level that way, then bring these down to the ground. It's going to be all your information, your VIN, tire pressure, weight, all that's right there. Access to the back of the refrigerator. I'd recommend taking that off a couple times a season, just vacuum it out. Compartment. Your wiper seals and bulb seal, I would definitely recommend getting some wiper seal lube, which we do have in the parts store. Definitely spray the outside. I always lift up behind, get behind there, run the slide in and out a couple times. You just don't want those to dry rot or stay like this. That way it keeps the water from going in to your unit when you're bringing the slide back in. Dump station. You have the black and the gray. The gray is right there at the bottom. I would always pull the black first, then pull the gray. It'll just kind of clean out your sewer hose. This is all part of your hitching, which will be explained to you guys when you come to hook up. This is part of your convenience pack as well. So you have a water pressure regulator. This is what you hook up to your water hose, whatever hose that you get. I would recommend just leaving this on. It's going to regulate your pressure going through the water lines to about 40-41 psi. Just leave it on there. I don't want you to blow any water lines out. It's part of your hitching. You have a 30 amp adapter. That way you can plug into 110. And this is the sewer hose I give you. I'm not going to lie, it's not the best sewer hose in the world, so if you have one, I would definitely recommend keeping it or recommend buying one in the parts store. I mean, you guys do get 10% off of date of purchase, so highly recommend a different sewer hose. This is going to be for your stabilizer jacks, what I showed you in the front. That's 3/4 inch, so if you have a cordless drill, I recommend getting a 3/4 inch bit and Be a lot faster for you. This is going to be for your power tongue jack up front. For whatever reason it stops working, you can just take this rubber piece off the center here, and that way you can still manually get it up and down. That way you're not stuck anywhere. It's going to be your fresh water drain. Your city water connection. So if you have full hookup at whatever park you go to, this is where you'll hook your hose up with that water pressure regulator, and you'll get water instantly everywhere. This is going to be for if you guys decide to winterize it yourself. You just stick a winterizing hose in there, go inside, turn on the water pump, and it'll suck from the antifreeze jug. This is going to be your fresh water or your potable water. So if you're at a park that doesn't have full hookup, this is where you most likely fill up when you first pull into the park. You'd fill up there and then run strictly off the pump to get water everywhere. Outside shower. Cable, 110. This is your black tank flush, and the way that works is what you want to do is hook up your sewer hose, make sure the other one's going into the ground, open up your black tank valve, and hook up your hose right here with that water pressure regulator, and you have a mechanism inside your black tank that's spraying off the walls and all your sensors, clean it out. Just make sure you make sure the black tank valve is open, otherwise it's just going to fill up and go up through the toilet and make a mess. Propane grill, which was in the back compartment over there with your convenience pack. This is the exhaust to your furnace, and this is your water here. So basically the way this will work is you will hook up your water hose with that water pressure regulator, make sure that your plug is in, turn on the water, it'll start filling up. I open this up right here, relieve the pressure until water starts coming out like that. Once that happens, you know it's full. You can close this valve and then light it up from inside. To drain it, just lift this up, relieve all the pressure. Water will come out for a few minutes, or not minutes, but a few seconds, like so. And once that stops dripping like that, then come down here, pull the plug, and it'll all drain out right there. This is gas and electric, so you do have an electric button right there, so you will have to turn that on outside for the electric side of it. Other than that, your propane side of it will be inside. This is going to be where all your fuses and your breakers are. One of those fuses goes out, a red light will shine next to it, so it makes it super easy to know which one it is. Looks like a bunch of 15s, a 25, and a couple 40s, so I'd keep some of those on hand. Then you have your carbon monoxide detector that does strictly run off a 12 volt. So that's why I said if you're not using the trailer, I would just disconnect it. That way you'll save this carbon monoxide detector's life as well. It'll start beeping at you when it starts getting low. Hood vent, microwave. Everything is spark on the stove top itself. Otherwise, you will manually have to light the oven. So you'll probably want to get a grill lighter, come up here, just push it on the pilot, light it back there at the coupler. I usually hold it in, let it warm up there for a second, and then let off on it, and it usually lights right up. You have a GFI plug there, some USB ports. This is going to be your monitor panel. So basically you can just push these buttons right here. It'll tell you your levels. Looks like your battery's loaded. You have your water pump. So if you don't have full hookup and you fill up at that potable water station, this is where what you will turn on so you can get water at your sinks, bath, and all that stuff. This is going to be your water heater for the gas side of it, and the electric side of it is going to be outside where that button was. Have a couple slide out buttons in and out. Your awning. Then you have some lights right there. Interior, your porch, aisle. Your thermostat, pretty basic. I would definitely recommend going around, getting underneath the sinks, the back of the toilet. Just make sure all the water lines are tight, because that kind of stuff does loosen up as you're going down the road. So just don't want you to end up with water all over the floor. Well, I think that's about it. Thanks for purchasing from TradeWinds, and enjoy camping.